What's up, everybody? So excited to be here. I hope that as you join, you will say hello so that I can get to know you and so that we can hang out together, because today we are coming absolutely live as we come to the end of the IG and Slay Masterclass. You guys, I am so incredibly excited because today we are going to go over so many incredible strategies, techniques, and if you guys missed day 1 or 2, go back and watch it because you are definitely going to be in for a huge treat. Let me make sure that I am live here in my group. If you guys can hear me and you can see me, say hello so that I know you're here. Let me know so that I can see you. I know that you're present. I know you're here. I see some of you guys on here. Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much. And so today we're going to talk more about the Instagram strategy, right? So we're going to talk more about your Instagram strategy because the goal is that we are using our Instagram, we are using our social media platforms to sell on social. If you are on here, hi, Ari, present, sort of. That's okay, you're here, right? That's all that matters. You showed up, you're here, we're good. So you're here, I appreciate you so much. And you know, the thing that we wanna do if you're an online entrepreneur, if you are a brand, if you are a marketer, you know, whatever that looks like for you, the goal is that we want to be able to sell on social media. So if you are in the audience right now, I would love to hear, Val, yes, I'm ready to sell on my social. I'm ready to sell. I'm ready to sell on my social. So I know that you guys are with me and we can hop into this content. We can get going. If you guys missed day 2, we talked about the feed, reels, and story strategy. We went over, you know, why that's important, how to do that. And we got really deep into that strategy as well. Today, I'm going to share with you guys, you know, about diving deeper into your selling strategy. Why is this so important? Because just like I say, you know, we have a business, not a hobby, right? We have a business, not a hobby. So if you are in business, the goal is to make that cash money, make that money, right? We want to make the sale, lead your customers on a journey where you can now take them with you and lead them to the solution that you have to offer. What's up, Summer? Oh my gosh, girl. So weird. It feels like I was just on a Zoom with you. So crazy. All right. So I love you guys so much. Give me a shout out if you're in the audience. And of course, as you know, we will be giving away one Instagram audit. So take a screenshot at any time. You can also do amazing reels or anything that you want, like Ari's been doing. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. So take a screenshot of this training and your takeaways, share it in your stories, tag me on Instagram at It's Val Nichols, and we will be giving away an Instagram training at the end of this call. And then tomorrow, I don't want to ruin the surprise. Tomorrow I'll be back to announce something more. So do not hesitate. Take a screenshot, share it on your Instagram. Sharing is caring. I would appreciate you so much if you did that, and we can share this message with as many people and create transformation in the world. I know that's what you guys are all about. I'm super pumped. Don't forget to share this out with anybody that you know needs to see it. With that, I'm going to bring up my slides here because you guys know I love a good slideshow, little slide presentation. And let me know as well in the comments, what questions do you have about anything we talked about yesterday? We also covered quite a bit of content in day 1 as well. So let me know if you have any questions about that. I'm going to share my screen with you guys right here. Perfect. So welcome to day 3, not day 2, of Slay Your Instagram. You guys, I'm so incredibly excited. Now that we know some of these strategies, right? Now that we've talked about the reels, the feed, and the stories, and how to increase your reach, I want to land this home with you guys to say, why Instagram? Why Instagram? Because Instagram is the second most engaged network after Facebook. Believe it or not, Facebook is still the number 1. Instagram is a close second. On average, people are spending 2 hours per day on social media. 2 hours. How often do you want to show up in your dream client's feed? 90% of users state that they find new products and services on Instagram and follow at least one Instagram business. Right? That might not seem like a lot, because if I think about it, I follow a lot of businesses, but on average, your average person follows one business. 500 million users are using Instagram stories every single day. You guys, when I say dive into your stories, this has been one of the biggest way I've been able to sell on my social media. If you use the method I talked about yesterday of showing the behind the scenes, showing people how to work with you, and showing people when you do guest podcasts, if you're doing like a clubhouse room, if you're doing anything like that, you want to make sure that you have in your stories or on your Instagram page a clear direction on how to work with you so that they can be led to that. Even if you're not pitching yourself, you're not making an offer, you still want to have a defined way that people can work with you so that you can lead them to that. Summer says, is it true that only your followers see your stories? No, that's not. I actually have a couple of people that watch my stories regularly. It'll say other at the bottom. I have 3 people that every single time I have 3 people that watch my stories. I have no idea how or what's going on there, but yeah, no, it's not only followers. People can see your stories. There is a button at the bottom that says other, or like a little thing at the bottom. It doesn't tell you who it is, but it does tell you that other people are seeing your stories. And the cool thing too is that anybody can click on your profile picture and watch your stories as well. So if people are landing on your page, it will show you that there was an other who's not your follower, they're not your follower. But remember that, I think I talked about this in day 1, that anybody that's watching your stories, interest is hot lead, right? If they're watching your stories consistently, this is why I'm a huge data nerd. I love to track everything. As Summer knows, we just did this earlier. I love to track where are things happening, what's working, what kind of content do they like. And if your goal is, which it is to sell on social media, then you want to make sure that you are diving into these strategies. There are more than 100 million Instagram photos, videos, and reels shared on Instagram every single day. 100 million. Whew. That's a lot, right? So we want to make sure that we're doing the right things to be at top of mind, top of strategy, top of the feed, to make sure that our ideal clients are seeing us, A lot of that comes down to, if you want engagement, be engaging, right? Be engaging, create posts, create reels, create content, create carousels that start a conversation, right? It starts a conversation. You don't want to be the person that's talking at people or, sharing like your wins, your brags, all of that stuff, but you're not actually engaging with them, right? There's a huge difference between sharing with your audience, talking with your audience, and talking at them. So if you want engagement, be engaging. The top performing posts on Instagram right now are videos and reels. Videos and reels. With a close-up, second is going to be carousels, especially informational carousels that are giving, like we talked about yesterday, the 3 to 5 points. That's going to increase your likes, your saves, and your shares. And that is the goal above any other thing, having glamour metrics, followers, whatever that is. Your likes, your shares, and your saves are going to be the biggest thing that Instagram's going to look at and say, oh, this content is important. Let's push it out. Let's push it out to more people. Let's push it out to people who follow this hashtag sequence. So, you know, if your content is, like we talked about yesterday, when you are training the algorithm about what you're about, right? If you do 12 posts, very succinct with your, you know, a mixture of hashtag strategies, but is very succinct with what you do, what's going to happen now is Instagram learns what you're about, and then it starts pushing your content out to people who follow that type of content. This is a great thing that Instagram has done recently, where now you will see suggested for you reels, you'll see suggested for you content. And this is amazing because now Instagram's going to see that you follow a similar person, or that your audience follows one of your competitors or someone in a similar industry, and they're going to start pushing out your content as long as you have a lot of saves, likes, and shares. Those are the 3 things that they're going to be looking at right now to boost whether or not they push your content out. So just be aware of that that's what Facebook is gauging, right? It can be really easy to get caught up in the followers and all this and da-da-da, but like I was just talking in a room earlier today on my Clubhouse, talking about how, you know, there's a big difference between just throwing your net out and casting it out there and just getting a whole bunch of random people, right? Then what ends up happening is now you have this following, but they may not be the ones who are ready to invest. They may not be the ones who are ready to step out, and they have the 3 means, the 3 M's, the means, the motivation, and the money. The means, the motivation, and the money to actually invest in you. It's great to have raving fans. It's great to have people who are going to now be your best supporters. They're going to share your name. They're going to share your content. So it's quality over quantity. Quality over quantity. Again, you guys, I started my Facebook group in February of 2018. This one that you're in right now, February of 2018, when I was like thinking about leaving my corporate job, and I said, where's my people? Where's my people who are growth minded, who are heart centered, purpose driven, and want to create something bigger in the world? So I started this Facebook group. I had about 212 people in it, and I landed my first $11,000 month with 212 people in a Facebook group. So never look at your numbers and go, oh, but I only have this. I only have that. If you are doing the right strategy, it doesn't matter your numbers. It doesn't matter your following. As long as you have the right audience in front of you, it doesn't matter if it's 5, 500, 5,000, or 500,000. Because if it's the right people and they have the means, the motivation, and the money to buy from you, the urgency, you've led them, you've nurtured them, you warmed them up, and they're ready to buy from you because you've been consistent, you've shown up, you've given them content that they love, you've led them to the next thing. You've been that powerful leader that says, I am a leader of high value, high worth. This is what I have to offer. Here I am if you guys want it. Boom. You will sell on social. You will sell on social. And if you're like me, you know, some people watching this will look at this content, they'll look at this program, and they'll say, great, I'm going to go out, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it, I'm going to make the thing, I'm going to do the thing, I'm going to do it. And then maybe they fall back in the same pattern. Some people will take action. Some people have taken action. Some people, I've been seeing them on Instagram, they're tagging me, they're sharing what they're doing. They've taken action on the trainings that we've already done. They've taken action. They've done the damn thing. They said yes. And then other people will take this a step beyond. Other people will say, I'm serious, I'm committed, I'm dedicated, and I want to learn how to sell on social so that I can create the life and the business that impact the amazing income that I truly desire. That I truly desire. All right. So I want to remind you guys, I put this palm tree up because I'm going to Hawaii in February, Oahu, for over 2 weeks. But don't feel bad for me. It'll be fine. I'll be okay. I'll just try not to sunburn. But remember, when you're selling on social, when you look at your social media content, when you go and look at your Instagram, people buy the outcome, the transformation, and the destination, not the seat on the plane, not the size of the engine, not the plane's capacity, not how many seats they have, not what the pilot's name is, not what, route we're going to take. Like, I honestly don't even know, nor do I care. I'm not a big details person when it comes to traveling. I just want to get to the place, do the thing, have the fun. That's it. No agenda. I don't think about those kind of details. I'll be honest with you. But people want to buy the outcome and the destination. A lot of times we get so caught up in details. We get so caught up in the overwhelm. We get so caught up in our heads describing details. How many modules, how many weeks, how many programs, what are you going to teach them, da, 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 da. But the thing is, the key point is that people buy the outcome, the transformation, and the destination, not how. Right? If I'm selling you a trip to Hawaii, I'm going to describe to you what it's going to feel like. I mean, close your eyes and imagine this right now. You're in the airplane. You're so incredibly excited. You're cruising across the sky. You feel weightless. You're excited. You feel that anticipation coming up for you. Think about how exciting it will be when you land your plane, when you step out into the ocean, feeling the clear water just lapping against your legs, feeling your toes just sink into the white sand as you look out and you smell the fresh tropical air. Imagine what it's going to feel like to bite into that delicious Hawaiian food, to feel the warm sun on your skin. Imagine what that's going to feel like. Feels good, doesn't it? Feels amazing. When you buy the destination, when you say yes to the thing, it feels good. Now, what if instead I said, okay, so I'm going to sell you a plane ticket. You're going to get on the plane. You are going to sit in row 3 on the flight. You are now going to you're going to have 2 times where I'm going to come by and I'm going to give you some water. You could also pay more. You can pay more to get some food. And the pilot is going to be, his name is Darren. He was certified at the Florida State Flight School. And, Darren has a co-pilot. His name is Tom. Tom is going to be flying when Darren's taking a nap. And on your seat is made of polyester and a fiber blend that is hypoallergenic. And we're going to travel this destination over the Rockies. We're going to go 678 miles. Like, you would be like, okay, I don't even care. I don't even want this trip, right? But how often on social media are we so caught up in describing the tactics, describing the how, describing, those finer details instead of selling them the destination? Is that landing for you guys? Let me know in the comments if that's making sense. I'm going to give you guys another example here. So thinking of the solution and the transformation. I have 2 different content examples that I want to share with you. I could say in week 6, or this is a 6-week course with 12 modules. Each module has 1 video explaining how to create your own money-making course. Yawn, boring. Why do I want to buy that? I don't even know why I need that. As opposed to selling the destination. The 6-figure course creator program will give you the step-by-step process as how to create your first online course. It will eliminate the guesswork and you can start monetizing on your zone of genius. On your zone of genius. And when we talk about selling on social media, which is the goal, that is what you want to do, we want to sell the destination. We want to paint the picture of where they want to be. I used to hate when my coach said that to me, paint the picture, paint the picture, paint the picture, Val. And I'm like, what the hell does that mean? Right? But we want to be showing them, we want to describe to them the transformation they will have based upon your own experience. If you don't have clients yet, if you do have clients, be sharing the experience that they had. Show them, right? We want to say dog, see dog, like my friend Joe always told me, the journalist that I partnered with about 1.5 years ago. Say dog, see dog, show me, show them. Don't tell them, you want to show them the transformation. You want to evoke powerful emotions. You want to evoke powerful emotions. What I mean by that is that, I talked about this earlier in my Clubhouse room again, talking about how, we actually talked about this yesterday too in this training about how you don't want to create content to impress other people in your industry, right? This is when we get so caught up in that perfectionism, looking at what everyone else is doing, wondering how we can pattern that behavior. So often we're looking around at other people on Instagram or other people in our industry going, oh my gosh, I need to look like that though. But are we really there to impress them? Or are we not there to meet our clients exactly where they're at? So in order to do that, you want to evoke emotion. If you look at these brands here, what do these all do? We have Louis Vuitton, we have Chanel, we have Rolex. These are all brands that don't beg for the sell. They don't cheapen their services. They know they're not for everyone. They are unapologetic about the prices that they demand. A Louis Vuitton for a decent size is going to cost you about $1,200 starting out. Chanel, they have a ton of variety of things, but the perfume is about, I don't know, 100-something dollars. Rolex, you're looking at, the car of a brand new, the price of a brand new SUV to have a watch on your wrist. These brands evoke emotion. Other powerful brands out there are Nike. Think about Nike. They evoke an emotion for athletes like no other. They have positioned themselves in such a way that when you wear Nike, you feel like you are attached with the cause, the athletes, the experience. Another company that I've seen shift in a huge way lately, which now that I say it, you guys are going to watch the commercials and be like, damn it, Val, you're in my head. But a company that I saw shift in a huge way lately is Apple. Apple has shifted from this very fun, innovative, they have that dude who's badass. He's riding his bike through the storm in the rain. And I want to get up and jump up and down and be like, yeah, I'm gonna go ride my bike in the rain now. They've gone from this innovative, remember their iPad, their iPod, they'd have the outlines of people, they're colorful, they're dancing, they're doing all this thing, to now all of a sudden, Apple has taken this totally different, almost a 180 shift. And they've created this whole series of Apple Watch fear-mongering, emotion-evoking commercials, where now they're putting you in the experience of this really scary 911 phone call, and they're making you feel, they're evoking emotion. This is all branding. This is all very strategic marketing. They're making you feel like if you don't have an Apple Watch, you're going to die alone in a field, or you're going to drift out in the ocean and you would just be screwed, you would die. They are evoking emotion, right? They are evoking emotion. Next time you see the commercials, you will know what I'm talking about. But, you know, people buy from the brand based upon how it makes them feel, not the process of going to the store and buying the thing, right? So I really want you guys to land this idea that it's not about selling the thing, the how, the process of how you get there. It's not about selling them, this is what we're going to do, and this is blah, 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 blah. You want to evoke the emotion and the meaning they have behind it, right? Like, people don't drive BMWs when they could easily just buy a Honda. It's the meaning they have behind it. It's who they are sitting behind that luxury vehicle. It's who they are when they're carrying that Louis Vuitton handbag, and it shows people who they are. It creates a standard. It evokes an emotion. And let me tell you, I still have a couple Louis Vuittons from my old days. I used to be very like materialistic, but I still have a couple of them. And let me tell you, I feel a lot different when I'm rocking out my Louis Vuitton purse than I do when I just have like, I mean, I have like Coaches and stuff like that, but you know, like there's a difference. When I put on like an expensive pairs of shoes, I show up different, right? I show up different because it's evoking an emotion within me. And you want people to, either if that's like connecting, if that's creating an experience, or tapping into something that they believe, right? That's why big movements spread like wildfire. Because if you can align with people's beliefs, something they already know and they stand behind, you can create a wildfire of emotion. So just know that, you know, the more you can genuinely connect with your audience. And the cool thing about this is, because we are selling on social, you can use your feed, your reels, your stories, hashtag strategies. You can also engage, like be engaging, create a conversation around these core beliefs that you believe in, right? This is something I talk about a lot. I used to do like selling with your story courses and programs. And that's one of the things we always talked about. The one thing that I really landed home for everyone was that you want to take a stand for something, right? Like, I know who you are. I know what you do. Now, what do you actually stand for? What makes you stand out so that you are sticking out amongst the noise of social media? Because there are a whole lot of people online right now saying a whole lot of things. But if you're noticing anything like I've been noticing lately, there's this patterning where I'm literally like so bored of the content out there. I'm so bored of seeing the exact same reel, just with a different person's face. I'm so bored of seeing the exact same content that it's like, yawn. This is the same content I've seen over and over and over. And the way we break through that, the way we stand out online, the way that we sell on social media, is that we discover, what is that hook? What is that thing for you that helps you to stand out to your audience? That could be something quirky, something unique. And the great part about that is it is unique to you, and it is the thing that is going to draw your ideal audience in, where they want to get closer. They want more access, right? And that's the thing, you know, like, I'm going to show up 100% and pour my heart out no matter what I'm doing, because that's just the person I am. That's what I've committed to. I've taken a stand to be in excellence in all phases and all places of my business, right? That's what I stand for. And people know that, at different levels, they get different access, right? In my 2020 breakthrough bundle, they get access. There's a level of access. If you work with me one-on-one, there's a access. I mean, I'm in your business with you. I'm building that out with you. I am, 100% committed to your winning, to your excellence. So there's different levels of access, right? And what you want to do when you're selling on social media is you want to lead them to different levels of access. This means, having your product suite, having your Ascension Plan. If you guys don't know what that is, message me and let me know. I'm doing a training very soon. I will get you information on that, because this is the biggest key between me making a little bit of money, inconsistent cash, working one-on-one, exchanging my time for money, wondering where my next client's coming from, into building a consistent income that has sustained my business. And we've been able to grow. Like once you do your Ascension Plan, like it's like, it doesn't even make sense. Like it doesn't even make sense how easy it gets to be, right? One of my clients is on here right now. She just watched my Ascension Plan program from my training from, I think last year, maybe 2 years ago, I'm not sure, but it makes such a difference to know where you're going, right? Because we don't want to do random. We don't want to do random. We don't want to throw spaghetti against the wall. We want to be leading our customers in a journey, which really is leading to more and more access to you, to what you have. I mean, that's amazing, isn't it? It's amazing. And if you know you want that, if you know you want to nurture your audience, if you know that you want to be making the cash, if you know you want to be selling on social media, then this is the best way to do it. Dive into the strategy. Get out of your head, stop overthinking, because the answers aren't there in the information you already know, right? In the information that has gotten you stuck, it's not there. Give yourself permission to get to the edge. Give yourself permission to go beyond. Go all in. Because if you know that you know that you know, you are a heart-centered, purpose-driven entrepreneur, and you're in this space right now saying, Val, I know I'm created for more. I know that I'm called to serve in a bigger way. I know that I'm ready to step out and to get serious with this thing, to dive in, to, reach my potential clients, to get more clients online, to grow. I'm sick and tired of, figuring out, do ads work, spending, throwing money at this thing, throwing money at that thing, trying to figure it out, right? Trying to rake all this information on my own, because it's great. I've been in that place where, planning is procrastination, in the way that I'm signing up for this free webinar and this freebie and that thing and this thing and this thing and that thing and this thing. And next thing I know, my head is spinning because I'm hearing 10 different things. I'm hearing, I have so many emails in my inbox that now I'm like, I don't even know who these people are. And I can't even unsubscribe quick enough, much less actually watch the content that they're doing. And, if you don't have that guide, the guardrails to get you there, you will stay here. Think about that. If you don't have the guardrails, if you don't have the structure, the strategy, like this is what I do, this is the next step, and you say yes to the next step, you stay stuck. You stay stuck, right? And so think about that. Your customers are going through the same journey. No matter what you're selling, whether if it's a service, a product, if you are a coach for ADHD teen parents of teens, if you are selling, reselling on Amazon or eBay or whatever that is, if you're selling jewelry, if you are a coach and you want to create a dynamic, incredible, amazing, beautiful, incredible product, lead them to it. Lead them to it. So I encourage you, as we talk about this journey, evoking emotion, powerful, powerful, powerful emotion with your ideal clients, as we walk along this journey together, standing hand in hand on this journey to selling on social. Know that if you choose to step in, if you choose to go full out, if you be consistent, show up, say yes, nurture your audience, lead them to the next thing. What is the next thing for you? I'd love to hear in the comments, what is it that you're working on? What is your next thing? Also, can you clearly articulate what it is that you do? What it is that you do, what your next thing is. Because so often I get on a call with somebody, you know, they're like, Val, I want to work with you. And I'm like, great, what is it that you're offering? What's your next offer? What are you doing? What are you in? And a lot of times, I would say 80% of the time, people can't tell me what they actually do. Right. And I'm trying to figure out what their thing is, the program, the offer, the thing. And like, it's not landing for me. Right. It's not landing. I'm not getting it. Not because I'm not intelligent, but because we often get so confused expressing what we do. And this is just by nature. You know, it's taken me many years to get to where I'm at now, that like, yeah, I help heart-centered, purpose-driven entrepreneurs build out an incredible heartfelt business where they get the freedom, the impact, and the income that they desire. You get to operate 100% in your zone of genius and get paid really well to do it. It's taken me a long time to nail that down, because in the beginning, you know, if you're spinning your wheels trying to like describe what it is you do and it's taking like 5 minutes to describe it, trust me when I tell you, and I might be the only one that's going to tell you this, but people don't understand what you do either. Right? If you can't clearly articulate what you do in a confident way, people don't know. People don't know. And I see this a lot with people out there that are like here and there and this and that. And I'm kind of like, I don't even get like what they do. Right? So if you want to be able to clearly articulate and bring in those ideal clients. So that's something I really, pay attention to with your bios, your content, like be sharing with people what you do in a way that they will understand, that's clear and evokes the emotion. Because the goal is not just to create beautiful content, not just to get more followers, not just to get an incredible following, to get 100,000 followers or 6,000 views or whatever that is. That's not the goal, right? The goal is to sell on social media. Always be selling. Sell, 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 sell. That's how you make the money, is by selling. So often we think selling is this horrible thing. We think selling is this icky, gross, whatever the story is. But if you are ready to step fully in that, make sure you are articulating what it is you do, evoke emotion, and always be making an offer. You can sell without selling, right? You can sell without selling. And there is a technique and a strategy behind that. If you guys are interested, there's this technique and a strategy behind that. That's something, I would love to dive deeper with you guys on that specific thing, like selling on social media. So with that, let me check and see if we have any comments. Thank you, Ari, for tagging me on Instagram. where are you doing this? Oh, okay. Got your message now. All right, guys. So what is your powerful takeaway? What is your powerful breakthrough? I would love to hear what your powerful breakthrough is. And what are you excited about? What are you going to be creating in your content? I would love to see it. I would love for you guys, tag me in your stuff so I can see it, so I can follow it. I can support you. I can love on you. We can start a thread in the group. If you guys want to, we can all support each other. That would be super fun to do. I would love to, I do that with my clients. We have a thread going, kind of. We have a thread going where we were supporting each other's content during a content creation challenge we did. Super fun. For you guys who are out there that are like, yeah, I'm ready. Like, I want to learn how do I create templates for my feed, brand colors. You want to do your typography, like the wording, the lettering, the feel, the vibe. How do I create stories? How do I create reels? What is going to help push it forward? How consistent do I need to be? Right? These are questions we all have, right? How do I show up? How do I figure out Instagram? How do I make Instagram work for me? Right? Because here's the strategy. The goal is that we are using Instagram. It's not consuming our life. I used to believe you had to spend 7 hours a day on social media and I still wouldn't see return. I wouldn't see results. But what I know is true today is that social media is a tool that I can set up in a way that now it's working for me. It's my 24-hour sales system where even when I'm sleeping, I can wake up to cash. I can wake up to money. I can wake up to, payments hitting my Stripe account, payments hitting my PayPal. This happens all the time, right? Like making money while you sleep. I know that's the dream, but it's like, it's crazy to even say that that's like what happens, right? But you can have your Instagram become your sales funnel, your 24-hour sales team, where now social media is working for you. Social media is working for you, which is incredible. It's powerful. And really, this is how you want to set your social media up so that, while you're sleeping, people in Australia are awake and they're reading, they're loving what you're doing. They're wanting to know how to work with you. You are taking them on the journey. You're taking them on that next step without having to do more work, right? Like without having to do more work. And the great part about that is, you guys, it's so much easier than we think. It's so much easier than we think. I've actually been coined the simple strategy ninja because people are like, oh my gosh, the way you teach it is so much easier than anything else I've learned. I'm like, yeah, that's because I'm ADHD. And if it's complicated, I'm not going to do it. Right? I am not going to do it. I will be the first to tell you, I will not do a complicated, intricate strategy. It gets to be simple. So imagine that. What does it look like for you? What does it look like for you if it gets to be easy? What does it look like for you if you decide today, right now, that selling on social media is easy? Because it is. How would you show up? What would change for you? For those of you who don't know, I came from a very stressful, high profile, high earning corporate sales and marketing director position. Previous to that, I owned a marketing agency where I worked with huge companies all over, like nationwide companies, Nike, Lance Armstrong Foundation, Dr. Pepper Cherry, Sabra, like a whole bunch of different like brands, big brands. So I had a behind the scenes look of what they were actually doing, right? What they were actually doing to move their brand forward, to move the needle forward, to make the cash. And so I look around at some of these tactics that like these people are doing, gurus out there doing, and they're like, I started a business and I couldn't make any money. So I decided to help other people start their business. And I'm like, okay, you didn't make any money. So now you're making money off of other people to not make them money. Like that doesn't make sense, right? So, I got to look at the behind the scenes of what these huge companies are doing. And let me tell you, the things that actually work, the things that move the needle forward are a lot easier than these complicated systems, these complicated module things that people are throwing together and they're teaching you. And it's like, okay, so I did it, now what? Right? And so the goal is sell on social media. Sell on social media. That's it. And if you want to know the how, if you want to go deeper into that, if you want to go deeper into selling on social media, I want to share with you guys something incredible. I told you I had a surprise for you, and I'm excited about it. All right. So if you guys want to join me, hang out with me, let's dive into your business. Let's get to know more about your social media strategy. Where are you? Are you using Facebook groups? Are you using Instagram specifically? Instagram is definitely the highest return on investment right now, right? There's a whole bunch of different things you can do, but Instagram is going to be one of the main focuses that we're going to go on, because Instagram the reach is insane right now. Everyone's on there. Your ideal client is there right now. If you want people to buy right now, you definitely want to be using social media. You want to be leveraging your social media so that it's selling for you. You want to create that beautiful page where it is a 24-hour, around the clock sales team for you. There's a way to do that. You can set up your social media. You can set up your Instagram. So when people land on it, like they know, you have about 3 seconds. 3 seconds. You have 3 seconds to capture that audience and to get them to decide that, yes, I want to follow you. Yes, I want to learn more about you. Yes, I want to do this. Like you have 3 seconds. So you want to make sure that you're setting up your page, you're optimizing the experience, and that you're evoking that emotion along the way, that your content is laid out in such a way that you are speaking to them. You are showing them exactly what you can do for them, right? You're selling them the destination. You're selling them that experience. You're selling them the walk on the beach in Hawaii. You're selling them that experience. You're selling them that transformation that they will have when they say yes. You want to inspire them. You want to motivate them to action, because people who take action are the ones that win. People who take action always win. People who take action always win. Let me tell you that, because we can sit around thinking about it, or thinking about it, or we can plan to do, to thing, but like really it's when we take action that we land. We land in that beautiful destination that we truly desire. So this is why I am so excited to announce I've taken every single thing that I've taught you guys here. I have taken every single thing about how I have literally built my business online through organic social media content. I didn't have a website for the first 2 years of my business online. I would literally have my inbox fill up with people who said, send me the link. Send me the link. Zero landing page, zero complicated strategy, zero email list. I now have an email list of about 6,500, but I didn't have an email list. I did everything on social media. I sold on social media. People said, send me the link. How do I buy? How do I buy? How do I buy? Can you imagine like opening up your inbox and being like, oh my gosh. I mean, I don't even open up my inbox anymore. And I still have people in there that are like, how do I get on a call? How do I work with you? How do I do this? How do I? And I'm like, oh my gosh, how long has this been sitting here? right? So, that feeling of like, people want you, people need you, they want to buy, and they want to buy now. If you want to create that in your business, in your strategy, and you want to step fully into that, if you want to be one of those action takers that says yes, that moves forward, that says, I want to sell on social media, then this is for you, 100%. I'm opening up the doors to my Selling on Social Media Academy, the Selling on Social Media Academy. This is going to teach you, step by step by step, what is the next thing you need to do to optimize your social media presence, to optimize your social media content. We're going to do content creation, where I'm going to teach you how to reverse engineer so that you are leading your audience. I'm going to give you templates for content creation so you have everything right there. No guesswork, nothing. You are literally going to have all of your content for the next 30 days. Then you lather, rinse, repeat. You can just like cycle through the same templates, because I'll show you how to do that, how to reuse your content, how to create those stories, how to really evoke that emotion, how to sell in your stories. Because I guarantee you, this is one of the biggest buttons you are missing in your company. If you're not taking advantage of selling on social media and selling in your stories, you are literally missing out on thousands of dollars per month. I know that, because once I implemented this strategy, we moved forward. Guys, by selling on social media, we hit our first $34,000 month in October by doing the exact strategy that I'm teaching in my Selling on Social Media Academy. And since I love fast action takers, and I love people who are willing to say yes to whatever it is they desire, and they're willing to go in, I am opening up the doors for the next 72 hours. Someone write that in the comments. 72 hours, right? And you guys know I will stick to this. So for the next 72 hours, we are opening up the doors for $777. You are going to be with me in this training. We are going to optimize your social media. We are going to create that 24-hour sales system that you need to move your business forward, to grow, to expand, to scale, to go beyond what you've ever seen before, right? We're also going to throw in a bonus of my 2022 breakthrough bundle that we just created. That is the full planning session in depth. You also get the workbook. You're going to get my SWOT analysis training, which is going to give you a above the competition. You're going to have that experience to look at. You're going to have that experience to look at. And you're going to have the edge, the competitive edge above your competition. You're also going to have 4 weeks with me in Monday morning check-in calls. You'll have that as well. And you're going to be in much closer access. So I will have eyes on all of your social media, helping you build it out so that you can create the income, the amazing impacts, the freedom, the lifestyle, and the beautiful business that you are proud of, that you can step forward and just move and grow and scale. Imagine what that's going to feel like, knowing that it's this world, this business is so expansive, right? If you guys could see what I see, we are like standing at the edge of this beautiful ocean. And if you look out, like there's just expansion. There's so much opportunity out there. It's like this huge, vast ocean that, it's available for everyone. It's available for everyone as long as you, take the step forward and say yes and go all in. And there's just this expansion of what's possible. And I know for me, I didn't see that at first, but now that I see it, now that once you learn it, you can't unlearn it. Once you know it, you now have this business that is going to sustain you. So for the next 72 hours, the card is open. This is a $2,999 program. Plus the bonuses are, I don't know, another $700 that we're throwing in for the next 72 hours. You're going to get some of that training right away. You'll have that. You will get to start implementing strategies right away. Then we'll start the Selling on Social Academy, and you'll be in, and it's going to be amazing. And you're going to be building out your social media with other entrepreneurs just like you, who are creating something beautiful, who are creating magic, who are creating something bigger than themselves, who are stepping out, who are moving forward, and who are helping people in the world. So let me know. You have 72 hours. We've opened the cart. We will shut the doors if we hit capacity, because for those of you who know me, I like to keep things like that on the smaller side, because I want to have eyes on your social media. I want to have eyes on you. I want to see what's happening. I want to help you grow. I want to help you expand. So the social media, Selling on Social Media Academy is open, $777 for the next 72 hours is all. You are getting a $3,000 program. You are getting closer, much closer access to me, eyes on your social media, growing your business, growing your strategy, growing your content, planning out your content, helping to create that 24-hour sales system in your social media, leveraging so that you can grow your audience organically without spending hundreds and thousands of dollars on expensive ads, and doing that all through organic social media selling. You will also get the bonuses, which are over $700 in bonuses. Some of those you'll get right away so that you can start implementing strategies. And it is going to be so amazing to see you on the inside. The Selling on Social Academy is one of the most incredible experiences you are ever going to have. It is so exciting, and I can't wait to see you on the inside. I can't wait to see the transformation that you create for you, for me, and for the people that you are going to help. For the people you are going to help. So message me on Instagram. Let me say, I want the link. I want the link. I want to be in Selling on Social Academy. Do that now. Email me at val@valnichols.com or message me on Instagram. Either way, I can't wait to see you. I can't wait to have you in this program. It is going to be absolute fire. I love you guys. I hope you got a ton out of this training. I hope that you will join me here. We'll be here tomorrow. I have an exciting announcement tomorrow as well, but jump in to the Selling on Social Academy. It is going to be magic. It is going to be amazing. And I can't wait to see what you create. I love you guys so incredibly much. Mwah. Bye.